We're at the World Championships in Englewood. It's a 2-day event. We got second the first day, so Sunday is a have-to-win situation. So we're out there idling around. I'm halfway getting seasick. It's so rough before the race starts. It's delayed. Green flag drops.
Before the race starts.
Hell yeah. It was bad. Green flag drops. We get a hell of a start. We're coming down side by side with Instigator. There's a couple other boats there, but we're deck to deck with Instigator. And we go through the first turns. We pull the lead, and all the dash gauges go out. So Kevin's like, what do you want me to do? And I tell him, I said, we switched to all this electronic shit. You know, it's probably just malfunctioning. There's nothing wrong with the boat. Just keep going. So we finished the whole.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me understand this. All right. You guys are running this boat, and everything gauge-wise went out, but the engines were still running?
Everything on the port motor went out. So we have race pack dashes, one for each motor. They're all wired separately.
Okay.
I'm just assuming that because it's not mechanical, that we had a failure.
And the motor's still running?
Motor's still running. Absolutely no issues with the motor.
Okay.
So the race was shortened to 8 laps, so we had to do 60 miles instead of 80. And so we're out there pounding this thing, beating it to death. Boat is running absolutely flawless. We finish the race, we win, and celebrating. You know, you couldn't get out to get the flag. The waves were too big. It was 8-10 footers out there.
Really?
We run it all the way back into the inlet, and as we come off plane, I start smelling something, and I'm like, man, maybe I should get out and look. Well, I pop the engine hatch, and the boat's actually on fire now. Physically on fire. And I'm like, holy Kevin, turn the port off, turn the port off, turn the port off. And it's cooked all around. The exhaust is gold. Everything I'm looking at is melted off of the motor. Oh my. And I had no idea. And I'm like, I'm trying to celebrate with this flag in my hand. I'm still excited, but I'm looking at this $80,000 motor.
Trying to put the motor out?
Melting down. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, should I get a cup of water and throw on it here? I don't, it's like, it's physically like smoldering. It's burning the core out of all the fiberglass. Everything on that side of the engine room that was white was yellowed. The hoses are melted off the motor now. There's the 33C cable indicators, they're melted down, and I'm like, man, I have no idea what happened. So my dad tells me, you had no water coming out of the port side at the start of the race. And I'm like,
at the start of the race?
You need to get your eyes checked, Dad. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I'd like to see how that went over.
I don't know what and this is true. I pull the video up. There's absolutely no, because the exhaust mixes with the water at the tip of this boat. So there's nothing from the start coming around. And every time we hit like a big wave, you can just see a little poof of water that'll come out the side. So we ran the entire race, 8 laps, 60 miles with no water feeding the port motor, and
at 3,500 RPMs.
At 6,600 RPM in a 572 cubic inch big block, fully built, fully race dressed. I mean, dry sump motor, and we had no issues with the way the motor was running. When I tell you, we turned it off because it was on fire, not because it ever quit running. I pull the motor, and the whole race, no water. I pull the motor, I sent it to my engine builder, and he said, you need some new hoses, but she's ready to race. And I mean, you can't make that up.
He signed off on it?
He signed off on it.
And you had Rev X in it?
So we actually had one of your old salesmen, Craig, love the guy. We had an oil leak, and there was a lot of oil in the bilge after Saturday's race. Pressure checked everything, tightened every fitting. We were unable to find where the oil leak came from. Craig said, put 2 extra bottles of Rev X in it and send it. I said, man, if that's not Hurricane of Awesomeness style, I don't know what is. I might have snuck 3 bottles in there. I don't know. But we go out there. We had no oil leak, but with the Rev X in the oil, 60 miles, 8 laps, world champion, kept running. Boat was on fire, though. Both ways, with the flag and physically. I mean, it's just things you can't.
I'm just saying, all right, everybody out there, if you run into a circumstance like this, Pull into shore.
Not when you're racing. It's worth too much.
Yeah,
Just kind of think about
I
a
get
fire
it.
extinguisher, maybe. Like you never thought to grab the fire
I don't
extinguisher.
know
I
if
was
I-
waiting the whole story for it.
No, you'd have to have one in the boat.
Okay,
Well,
fair
how-
enough.
There's a hayline. You can't just
Right.
pull. You can't just
Right.
pull the pin on it. But
That's true.
so it was the rear motor. So it was
It hadn't got hot enough yet.
so where it cuts out of the transom, where like the exhaust goes through, all of that was melted, burned. I mean, anything that went around it. So hindsight 2020, when all the race pack stuff gauges went out, it just melted all of the.
It melted all the shit in the bag.
Melted
Yeah.
all of it off. So
Did they warranty that stuff for you?
absolutely not.
Oh man.
But Rev X warranted my motor due to no damage.